A long time ago, I've heard of a lesson to never give up. When you fall down, it just means you have to get back up. But the other day, I got to understand what it truly means. What it truly says when you get back up from something that should keep you down. Because sometimes that's the first reflex. Just give up. You're not good at it. You'll never be good. But you have to get back up and keep going further and further, going beyond, exceeding the expectations you had for yourself. And the concrete example I have of this is when I've restarted practicing skating. Because I really wanted to be skateboarding, but I picked up on it last summer pretty late, and it wasn't, at a good timing. Maybe it's just excuses, but I'd like to believe that. But yeah, the other day, I was going at it. I told myself I'd be doing some skateboarding for at least an hour. I ended up skating for 2 hours, and so far I never fell to the ground. When I fall off of my skateboard, I still end up on my 2 feet. I always manage to keep standing and keeping the higher ground. But this time, I fell down. I think what happened was there was a hole. I was on it. I wasn't, I'm getting used to being stable on it. But I just pushed it forward, and I fucked myself up really good. I didn't break anything, but my knee is pretty fucked. My my hips hurt. The side of my thigh was hurting. My elbow was hurting. No, not my elbow. My shoulder. My shoulder. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, I was pretty hurt. But I got back up, and I went skateboarding still. My knee was bleeding a little bit, but I kept it going. Because I was like, the first thing I should do is stop, go back home. I've done enough for today. I've been, doing this for, an hour or so. A little over an hour. And, it's already good for today. But I figured that if I do that, I'm pretty much as good as a quitter. Because it's the first time I ever fall down from my skateboard. It's the first time. So what I should keep from this is remember it being the first time and try to make it the only time. Because that's what I gotta do. I learned from it. There was a hole. I'm not used to practice on holes, I'm not at that level yet, so, I know I'm not ready for this yet. I'm not ready to be skateboarding through hills or downhills. Yeah, but you get it. But I figured, I didn't want to ask for help from, bystanders because I don't know, I was feeling myself. I thought, it'd be the best way to learn. Not asking anyone and figuring everything myself because it's all about stability. Because I don't want to do tricks. I don't want to do ollies. I don't want to do kickflips. I just want to ride skateboard to go faster than walking. Because I don't want to bike anymore. I can, but I've done so much biking throughout my whole life that I'm kind of done with it. That's why I'm starting my driver's license courses. It's gonna take me a little over a year to get the license. just to maximize my time efficiency. Because the one of your problems with biking is after you're done with it, you're drained. Unless you do it all the time, and your body gets used to it. Because when I was a teenager, that's what I would do. There's this one summer that my friends were really, really far away from me. Like, it's a 20 minute ride on car or with a car, but on bike, it's like an hour or maybe 15 minutes with a car, but you get it. And I had ego. I didn't want my parents to be moving me to my friend's place all the time. So I was biking all the time, every day. Maybe 2 days every week I wouldn't be biking. And I I did I went there and went back every day. And you gotta also think that I was biking throughout the entire day. Because we couldn't chill at one person's place. We just couldn't. There's only this one guy that was 40 minutes from my best friend's place on bike. So, just to get to that place, I go to my homie's place, 1 hour, then go to the other homie's place, an hour 40, total. So it really was draining. But it was a good thing. I got to learn so much. Now I see that if only I had the driver's license back then, I could have went to that place, boom boom, 15 minutes, hop in, boom boom boom, 10 minutes later we're at my homie's place, let's go, we can chill there. That easy. Or we don't even have to go to that place because, I have a car, we can just hang in there. But anyways, you just gotta see these things as vehicles to make your life easier. It might be rough. You might fall down a few times. You might get hurt. You might cry. But it doesn't matter. Get back up. Because it's gonna make your life easier. I kept falling, off of my skateboard non-stop. I was going slower than people walking. And usually when I walk, I'm faster than everyone. But I didn't let it hurt my feelings. I was just like, it's a learning curve. I'm not there to be faster than everyone right now. I'm just there to be efficient with it. Just to be consistent with it. I'm not trying to be faster than anyone else. I'm just trying to be always, on the same footing. And I improved a lot during those 2 hours. That's the crazy part. I kept falling down, but I could keep on being on the skateboard for longer and longer. I started not even able to be on it for like 10 seconds, but at the end, I could be on it for nearly a minute. Like 5 to 6 times the improvement, because I'm not even sure I could stand on it for 10 seconds. I wasn't pushing myself, but I was just trying to stand on it and keep moving forward. And I didn't do it. I tried to do it to minimize accidents with people, because that's also something you have to keep in mind. That's why you gotta be consistent with those things, because in of itself it's a weapon. You can damage people, you can kill them. That's why you gotta be smart with what you do. Everything that makes your life easier, that makes it more efficient. I use lifts at my job, and it makes our lives easier. But it's a weapon. I could just tear through someone's chest like it was nothing with the. I don't know what they're called. I don't want to Google it. Or I could just roll over them. So I gotta be careful. I gotta always keep my eyes everywhere to stay safe. Not be too fast, because I'm already going faster than if I was just using my hands or my feet, you know. That's why you gotta be consistent. You can't just fall down because you failed. You gotta get back up, keep going, because that's the best thing you can do. Because if you just quit, it's going to be a waste of time, anyways, isn't it?